Hi everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm really happy you're here today. Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel stuck when you speak English? Your brain is working, you know what you want to say, but the words don't come out. You stop, you think, and by the time you speak, the other person is already saying something else. It feels slow and hard. Don't worry, you are not the only one. Many English learners have this problem. But the good news is, you can fix it. In today's video, I will help you speak English more clearly and with fewer pauses. You will learn how to talk more easily and feel better when you speak. Here's what we'll talk about. Why people pause too much when they speak English. Simple ways to keep talking without stopping. And strong exercises to help your brain think faster in English. If you want to speak English more fluently, this video is for you. Watch until the end, because each part will help you get better. Are you ready to begin? Let's get started. Chapter 1. Why do you pause when speaking English? Before we learn how to speak more fluently, we need to understand the problem. Why do so many people pause or stop when they speak English? There are 4 big reasons, and they are very common. 1. Lack of confidence. Many people pause because they don't feel confident. They are afraid to make a mistake. They want to speak well, so they try to be perfect. But this fear makes them stop and think too much. They ask themselves, is this right? Or, what if I say the wrong word? This slows them down. 2. Limited vocabulary. Some people don't know enough words. They have a small vocabulary. When they want to say something, they can't find the right word. So they stop and try to remember. This makes speaking harder. 3. Overthinking and translating. Many learners think in their own language first. Then they try to change the sentence into English. But this takes time. English has different grammar and word order. So translating makes it harder to speak quickly and clearly. 4. Nervousness. Some people feel nervous or shy when speaking. They feel pressure, especially when talking to native speakers. Their brain freezes, and they forget even simple words. Does this sound like you? Don't worry. These problems are very normal. The good news is, you can fix all of them. In the next part, we will learn simple and helpful ways to speak English with fewer pauses and more confidence. Let's keep going. Chapter 2. How to reduce pauses and speak naturally. In this chapter, we will look at 4 simple techniques that will help you speak English more smoothly and with fewer pauses. These techniques are easy to practice and can make a big difference in how confident and natural you sound when you speak. Technique 1. Think in English. One of the best ways to speak more smoothly is to think in English. Many learners translate from their own language into English before they speak. This slows them down and causes long pauses. To stop this, you should train your brain to think in English directly. Start with simple sentences. For example, when you walk outside, think, the sun is bright. I see a car. The car is blue. Or when you are eating, you can say in your mind, this rice is hot. I like the taste. These short sentences help your brain use English naturally. You can also look around your room and name the things you see. Say, this is my chair. That is my phone. My book is on the table. Doing this every day helps your brain get used to thinking in English. If you want to go further, you can also think about your day in English. For example, today I will go to school. I will meet my friend. We will eat lunch together. The more you think in English, the easier it will be to speak English without pausing. Technique 2. Use filler words. Another great way to stop long pauses when speaking is to use filler words. These are small words or phrases that give your brain time to think. Native speakers use them all the time. You can use them too. Some common filler words are well, you know, so, actually, I mean. These words help keep the conversation moving, even if you need a second to think. Instead of staying silent, you can say, well, I think it's a good idea. Or, I don't really like that. This sounds more natural than just stopping. Let's look at a few more examples. Actually, I'm not sure about that. So, what do you want to do? I mean, it's a little hard, but I can try. You can practice filler words by adding them to your sentences during speaking practice. Try saying, well, I had a good day today. I like this song. It's okay if you use the same filler word often at first. With time, you will learn to use different ones in the right places. Filler words help you stay calm and avoid silence. They are like small tools that give your brain more time. Use them wisely, and your speech will sound more smooth and natural. Technique 3. Practice shadowing. One of the best ways to improve your speaking is to do an activity called shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say right after they say it, like an echo. This helps you speak faster, more clearly, and with fewer pauses. You can do shadowing with English videos, podcasts, or audiobooks. Choose something you like, such as a short YouTube video or a story. Start with just a few sentences. Here's how to practice. 1. Play one sentence from the video or audio. 2. Pause it. 3. Repeat the sentence out loud, trying to match the speaker's voice, speed, and rhythm. 4. Do the next sentence. For example, if the speaker says, I'm going to the market, you pause and say, I'm going to the market. Try to sound like the speaker. If they speak fast, try to speak fast too. This method helps your brain and mouth work together. You will learn how native speakers use tone, stress, and speed. You will also hear common sentence patterns and phrases. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes each day. It may feel hard at first, but don't give up. Over time, your fluency will improve. You will speak with more confidence and fewer pauses. Shadowing is simple, fun, and very helpful. Give it a try and see how much faster and smoother your English becomes. Technique 4. Don't aim for perfection. Many English learners pause because they want to speak perfectly. They are afraid to make mistakes. They stop in the middle of a sentence because they don't know the right word or they are unsure about grammar. But here is something important to remember. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to speak. Fluency means speaking without stopping too much, not speaking with perfect grammar. If you forget a word, try to explain it in a simple way. For example, if you forget the word refrigerator, say, the machine that keeps food cold. If you don't remember mirror, say, the thing you use to see your face. Can't think of umbrella? Say, the thing you use when it rains. This way you can keep talking, and the person will still understand you. This is called describing around the word, and it's a great skill to use when you're learning a language. Also, remember that making mistakes is normal. Everyone makes them, even native speakers. The important thing is to keep going. Don't stop just because you said something wrong. Learn from it and move on. So, don't wait until your English is perfect. Start speaking now. Practice every day. The more you speak, the better you will become. Perfection is not the goal. Communication is. Your voice matters, even if it's not perfect. Chapter 3. Train your brain to think faster in English. If you want to speak English more fluently, you need to train your brain to think faster. Many learners know the words, but they stop and pause too much while speaking. Why? Because their brain is not fast enough to find and use the words in real time. The good news is, your brain can get faster with the right training. In this chapter, you will learn 4 powerful ways to help your mind think and speak in English more quickly and smoothly. 1. Learn phrases, not just words. Many learners try to remember English by learning one word at a time. For example, they learn the word opinion. But in real life, we don't use words by themselves. We use them in phrases or full sentences. So instead of learning just opinion, learn the full phrase in my opinion. Phrases help you speak faster because you don't need to build a sentence from the beginning every time. You already know useful blocks of language. Here are some easy phrases you can learn. In my opinion, it's a good idea. I think you're right. Can I ask you a question? I'm not sure about that. That's a good point. You can hear these phrases in everyday English conversations. They are simple, useful, and easy to remember. To practice, write down 5 to 10 phrases every week. Say them out loud every day. Try using them in short answers. For example, question, what do you think about this movie? In my opinion, it's very interesting. The more phrases you learn and use, the faster your brain will respond when speaking. 2. Listen actively. Many English learners watch movies or listen to music to improve their listening skills. That's great, but to make your brain faster, you need to listen actively, not just for fun. Active listening means using your brain while listening. You don't just hear the sounds, you think about them and guess what's coming next. When you listen actively, try this trick. Pause before the speaker finishes a sentence and try to guess the last word or next part. For example, if you hear, I'm going to the, can you guess the next word? Maybe store, park, or gym. Doing this helps your brain get faster at understanding and predicting English. This skill is very useful in real conversations. Here's how to practice active listening. 1. Pick a short video or podcast in English. 2. Listen for a few seconds, then pause. 3. Try to guess what the speaker will say next. 4. Play and check if you were right. 5. Repeat with the next sentence. You can also write down what you hear, or repeat the sentence after the speaker. This helps your ears, brain, and mouth work together. Over time, your brain will get better at thinking ahead in English. This will help you speak more quickly and respond more easily during real conversations. 3. Try conversation anticipation. Do you pause when someone talks to you in English? It's probably because your brain is waiting for the other person to stop before you start thinking. This causes delays and makes your answers slower. To fix this, you can try a technique called conversation anticipation. This means you predict what the other person is going to say and start thinking about your answer early. For example, imagine someone says, "What do you like to do in your free time?" While they are finishing the question, your brain should already be thinking, "I like to read books," or "I enjoy watching movies." When it's your turn to speak, you are ready. You can practice this by watching English interviews or talk shows. Pause the video after each question and ask yourself, "How would I answer this question?" Then say your answer out loud. You can also do this with a friend. Ask each other simple questions like, "What did you do yesterday?" "Do you like coffee or tea?" "What kind of music do you enjoy?" The key is to start thinking during the question, not after it. Your brain will learn to stay active and one step ahead. This technique helps you feel more ready in real conversations. With practice, you will answer faster and speak more fluently, without long pauses or overthinking. 4. Imitate native speakers. One of the fastest ways to improve your speaking is to imitate native speakers. This means you choose a person who speaks English well, maybe someone from a movie, TV show, YouTube channel, or podcast, and copy how they speak. Try to follow their rhythm, tone, and speed. When you imitate, your brain learns the natural flow of English. You understand how words connect, how sentences rise and fall, and how ideas are shared. It's not just about words, it's about sound and feeling. Here's how you can practice. 1. Choose a short video clip, 30 seconds to 1 minute. 2. Listen to one sentence. 3. Pause the video and repeat the sentence out loud. Try to copy the speaker's voice, speed, and emotion. 4. Do this with the next sentence. Repeat several times until it feels natural. For example, if the speaker says, "Hey, how's your day going?" you say the same, "Hey, how's your day going?" with the same tone and smile in your voice. You can also record your voice and compare it to the original. This helps you hear your mistakes and fix them. Imitation is how babies learn to speak. Adults can use this method too. It helps you build speaking speed and fluency without studying grammar rules. Practice for 10 minutes a day. Choose speakers you enjoy. The more you imitate, the more natural and confident your English will become. Chapter 4. Practice exercises to improve fluency. Now that you know some powerful techniques to reduce pauses and speak more smoothly, it's time to take action. Learning is good, but practice is where real improvement happens. When you speak often and use the language actively, your brain becomes faster, your mouth becomes more confident, and your fluency grows day by day. In this chapter, you'll learn 4 fun and easy speaking exercises that you can do anytime, even by yourself. Let's begin. 1. 1-minute speaking challenge. This is a simple but very powerful activity. The 1-minute speaking challenge helps you practice speaking without stopping. It teaches your brain to keep going, even when you're not sure what to say next. Here's how it works. Choose a topic, any topic. Then set a timer for 1 minute. Your goal is to speak for 60 seconds without pausing. If you don't know what to say, just describe something, repeat an idea in a different way, or add more details. Start with easy topics like, my favorite food, what I do every day, my weekend plans, a place I want to visit. For example, my favorite food is pizza. I love pizza because it tastes good. I like cheese pizza, but sometimes I eat pepperoni. I usually eat pizza on Friday night. I eat it with my family. We talk and laugh when we eat pizza. Pizza is hot and soft. I like the smell of pizza. I think I can eat pizza every day. You can do this alone, with a friend, or record yourself. Over time, you'll notice your speaking becomes faster, smoother, and more natural. 2. Story retelling. Story retelling is a great way to improve both listening and speaking at the same time. When you listen to a story and tell it again in your own words, you practice grammar, vocabulary, and fluency all together. Here's how to do it. 1. Find a short story, podcast, or video, 1 to 3 minutes long. 2. Listen carefully and try to understand the main idea. 3. After listening, tell the story again out loud, using your own words. You don't need to repeat every word exactly. Just remember the key points. Focus on telling what happened, who was in the story, and what they did. Example: you watch a short cartoon about a boy who lost his dog. After watching, you say, "The story is about a boy. He had a dog, but the dog ran away. The boy looked for the dog everywhere. He asked people on the street. Later, he found the dog at the park. He was very happy. He took the dog home." You can start with very short and simple stories. Use YouTube videos with subtitles, children's stories, or English learning podcasts. This exercise trains your brain to remember ideas, form full sentences, and speak clearly. It's also a fun way to review what you've listened to. Do it every day, and you'll improve quickly. 3. Speed conversation. Speed conversation is a great way to push yourself to speak quickly and naturally. It helps you stop overthinking, speak more confidently, and use your English in real time. You can do it with a friend or even alone. Here's how to try it. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Pick a topic. Talk about it as fast and clearly as you can. Don't worry about mistakes, just keep speaking. If you're alone, you can stand in front of a mirror and speak to yourself. You can also ask and answer your own questions. Here are some topic ideas. What did I do yesterday? My dream job. My favorite movie. Why I like learning English. Example: my dream job is to be a teacher. I like helping people learn. I think teaching is fun. I want to teach English in another country. I think it will be exciting to meet new people and see new places. I will need to work hard, but I am ready for that. The goal is to speak fast and smoothly. If you pause or forget a word, explain it simply or keep going. If you have a friend, take turns asking questions. Try to answer quickly, like a real conversation. This exercise builds your confidence and improves your speed, even in stressful situations like interviews or group talks. 4. Use speech-to-text apps. Technology can be a great helper when learning English. One easy way to practice speaking is to use speech-to-text apps. These apps listen to your voice and turn your words into text. If the app understands you well, it means your pronunciation and fluency are good. Most phones have a built-in speech-to-text tool. You can use it in a note-taking app, Google Docs, or even when sending a message. Some popular apps that use speech-to-text are a Google Voice Typing, a Microsoft Dictate, a Otter.ai, a Voice Notes. Here's how to use it. 1. Open the app or turn on the voice typing tool. 2. Choose a topic or sentence you want to say. 3. Speak clearly into your phone. 4. Watch what the app writes. Example, you say, "Today I went to the market. I bought some apples and bananas. Then I made a fruit salad." If the app writes the same thing, it means your speaking is clear. If the app makes mistakes, check which words were wrong. Maybe you need to work on saying those words more clearly. You can also use this exercise to track your progress. Try it every week and see how much better your speaking becomes. This method is fun, fast, and helpful. It also gives you real-time feedback without needing a teacher. Use speech-to-text apps daily to build your fluency, pronunciation, and confidence. Chapter 5: Mindset Shifts for Speaking Confidence. Speaking English is not just about learning new words or studying grammar. It's also about how you think when you speak. Your mindset, the way you see yourself and your progress, can make a big difference in your confidence. Many learners feel shy or nervous, not because they don't know enough, but because they don't believe in themselves. In this chapter, we'll explore 3 important mindset shifts that can help you feel stronger, braver, and more ready to speak English. 1. Mistakes help you grow. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes when they speak English. They worry someone will laugh at them or not understand them. Because of this fear, they stay quiet or speak very slowly. But here's the truth: mistakes are a normal part of learning. In fact, mistakes help you grow. Even native English speakers make mistakes. They forget words, say things wrong, or change their sentences while speaking. So don't feel bad if you do the same. The key is to keep going. For example, if you say, "She go to the store yesterday," and someone corrects you by saying, "She went to the store yesterday," you just learned something new. Next time, you will remember it better. That's how learning happens. Another example, you may say, "I am boring," when you want to say, "I am bored." Someone may laugh, but now you'll always remember the correct way. It's not a failure, it's a step forward. So change your thinking. Don't say, "I made a mistake." Say, "I learned something." The more you speak, the more mistakes you'll make, and that means the faster you'll grow. 2. Focus on communication, not perfection. Many learners want to speak perfect English. They want to use the right grammar, the best words, and sound just like a native speaker. While this goal is okay, it can sometimes stop you from speaking freely. Why? Because you focus too much on being perfect, and not enough on being understood. The real goal of language is communication. It's not about using big words. It's about sharing your thoughts clearly so the other person understands you. If someone understands what you mean, even with small mistakes, then you have succeeded. For example, you might say, "Yesterday I go to school. instead of, yesterday I went to school. Even with this small mistake, the listener understands your message. That is good communication. Think about this. When you talk to someone who is learning your language, do you need them to be perfect? No. You just want to understand what they are saying. The same is true for English speakers when they listen to you. So instead of thinking, is my grammar perfect? Try asking yourself, did they understand me? That question is more helpful. Focus on being clear, not perfect. Use simple words. Use short sentences. Use your hands, face, and voice to help explain your message. Good communication is not about perfect English. It's about connection. 3. Speak with confidence and energy. Even if your English is not perfect, you can still make a strong impression by speaking with confidence and energy. How you say something is often more important than what you say. When you speak with energy, people want to listen. When you smile, they feel comfortable. When you use eye contact, they feel connected. These small actions show that you believe in yourself, and that makes a big difference. Think about two people saying the same sentence. Person A says, I think it is good, but looks down and speaks quietly. Person B says, I think it's good, with a smile and strong voice. Which one do you want to listen to? Probably person B. That's the power of confidence. You don't need to know every word in English. You just need to speak like your message matters. Stand up straight. Speak clearly. Use your hands to explain ideas. And most of all, believe in yourself. If you're unsure about something, you can still say it with confidence. For example, I'm not sure, but I think it means. Or I don't know the exact word, but let me explain. These phrases are honest, simple, and powerful. So next time you speak English, don't hide. Don't wait until you feel ready. Speak now. Speak with energy. Speak with your full voice. People will listen, and you will grow. Conclusion. Let's take a moment to review what you learned today. First, we talked about why many English learners pause when speaking. You learned that it can happen because of fear, a small vocabulary, thinking in your first language, or feeling nervous. These are all normal problems, and the good news is, they can be fixed. Next, we looked at 4 smart techniques to help you speak more smoothly. You learned to think in English, use filler words, practice shadowing, and stop trying to be perfect. These simple tools can help you speak with fewer pauses and more confidence. Then, we talked about how to train your brain to think faster in English. You discovered the power of learning full phrases, not just single words. You also learned to listen actively, to guess during conversations, and to imitate native speakers. These tips help your brain move faster when you speak. We also shared fun and useful exercises like the 1-minute speaking challenge, story retelling, speed conversations, and using speech-to-text apps. These exercises are easy to do and will help you practice every day. Finally, we talked about your mindset. We said that mistakes help you learn, you should focus on communication, not perfection, and that you should speak with confidence and energy. How you think about yourself changes how you speak. Now it's your turn to take action. Pick just one technique or exercise from this video and try it this week. Only one. You will be surprised how much better you can become in just a few days. If this video helped you, please click the like button and subscribe for more easy tips to help you speak English better. And don't forget, leave a comment below. What is the biggest problem you face when speaking English? I want to hear from you, and I'd love to help. Thank you so much for watching. Keep practicing, believe in yourself, and speak with confidence. See you in the next video.